What is going on, beautiful Morning Familia? I hope you're all having a glorious and wonderful day today. Late night vid over here in Colorado. It might be morning where you guys are at, but I wanted to make this quick video because it has been on my mind now for the past few days. I literally wanted to talk about a subject that I don't think is too widely talked about, which is basically women on semen retention or women on this no fap journey. And it's crazy, guys, because I am almost now at like my 11 month mark of being on semen retention. And it's crazy though, because nowadays, guys, I have this like radar where I can literally tell when I look at a girl, like if she has been retaining her energy, her feminine essence, that spark, that juice that she has within her being. And it's so easy to tell, guys. The best way that I can really tell is or compare it to anything is like cars, right? So I don't know if you guys have ever been car shopping. I'm sure you guys have at one point or another, whether you bought a used car, new car, whatever it was. I'm sure you guys remember, or if you haven't, take a little walk with me right now. Imagine going into a dealership and there's one section that's full of used cars and one section that's full of new cars. And the way that I like to compare women who actually do retain their essence is exactly to that. Now, what I mean is, a woman who has had a lot of sexual partners, who obviously doesn't retain that sexual feminine essence. I like to really compare like an old used car, right? So imagine you're walking into this dealership and you go to your left where there's all these old used cars. And, of course, they're going to have issues. You're going to have to, might break down. The likelihood of things breaking down are obviously a lot higher. There's obviously a lot of mileage on the cars. It's not a good feel. Maybe for some people it is. Some people like old used cars. I personally don't. But I want to describe this because this is how I'm starting to see women where it's like, how much mileage does her feminine energy have? Is it old? Is it used? You can almost feel how many partners a certain woman has been with if she has that energy entanglement with other souls. And it's so crazy because as of recent, I've actually been coming across newer models, so to speak. So, like, say you walk into the dealership and you go to your right, right? You walk towards the right, where all the brand new cars are. They've never been driven, they're brand new, they smell good. I mean, it just feels good to be inside a brand new car. And it's interesting because I've been coming across a lot of women, like I said, that are very young. Obviously, they're like 18 and older, and they have this essence where you can tell they're pure, but yet they're comfortable in their sexuality. They're not out and about, just having, sex with any random person. It's a pure energy, but you can tell that they are retaining because when you come into contact with them, the energy, there's like sparks, right? It's like it's a perfect vibration. It's like a chisp. It's like what you call in Spanish a chispa. It's this huge spark, and you just feel it vibrating as you're walking and talking with one another. And I gotta say, guys, if you have not experienced this, especially if you're working with Moldavite, doing energy retention, I'm just saying that broad term so that it includes, both men and women. Um, it is felt. It can be felt. So if you're a woman watching this channel and you're thinking about maybe retaining your essence, just know that it can be felt. Okay, like it can be felt, and it is almost like a secret power, so to speak, for both men and women. And the longer you retain, the more you can, let's just say, a magical world opens up to you. And I don't really like to tell too many of these ancient secrets because, one, you have to be strong enough to go through it, and two, all of this information, all this knowledge shouldn't just be spoken freely to just anybody who's anybody. Okay. But I really wanted to make this video because I want to say that it is noticeable. Okay. And coming up now on 11 months on semen retention, I am becoming very aware of these energies in and within women, because I still have women who try to, um, flirt with me, who I can tell have already had a lot of sexual partners, and I'm just like, nope, like I don't want that in my life. I don't want to entangle my energy with yours. Versus, now talking to women that have this pure energy, and you could just tell it's so clear, it's so pure and yet sexual and retained. And there is a huge difference in that energy, and it's the same with men. You can tell with men who have that pure, um, sexual semen retention energy versus a guy who's just sleeping around, with a bunch of people, and it's like it's just not attractive. And so I just wanted to share this with you guys because it is interesting. Um, it is interesting to take note of, especially while you're working with Moldavite. And of course, I got my Libyan um, desert glass, the big piece, Colombianite, and a couple of Moldavite pieces. And so, my question to you is, this is going to be my Moldavite interview question of this video: is what kind of car do you want? You know, metaphorically speaking. Are you gonna get an old used car, or are you gonna get a brand new car? Okay, so that's gonna be my question for the interview. Hope you guys are having a glorious and wonderful day today. Leave any questions in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. See ya.